COVID-19, let's do a deep dive, guys. What do we know about COVID-19? Well, we know it came from China, so we know it works. Italy got hit hard, but I think it's because Italy was trying to treat it with recipes. Nice try, Italy, but not helpful. Who do I blame? Is that what you guys want to know? The people who wanted to get rid of straws. Remember those heroes? We got to get rid of the straws. We got to get rid of the straws because the straws are killing the turtles. So fine, we got rid of the straws. But then we started putting our mouths on everything. We started raw dogging everything with our mouths. And then we all got the coronavirus. And then we started dying. And did the turtles help us? No, they didn't, guys. They were conveniently quarantining in their shells. Probably mumbling slurs about us, you know? Turtles are really old. Do you guys need more time with these jokes, or are you gonna get them? My girlfriend moved in with me during the pandemic, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself first. I'm 100% Italian. Thank you. And I tell people that, and I get pushback. They go, 100% your mother and father? I go, that's what 100% means. What, did you drop out of the 5th grade? They go, can you speak it? I go, no, I'm 3rd generation. They go, oh, you're not real. But I tried. I took an Italian language class at my high school, but I was failing it. So I did the most Italian thing I could think of. I went to the teacher after class and I said, look, I'm getting an F. I'm failing your class. But what do you say you give me a B and nothing will happen to you or your family? There's nothing more Italian than that. Now, my girl is from rural Indiana, and I learned this very early on during the quarantine. People from rural Indiana do not like to be called hillbillies. Did you guys know that? That's considered a slur. The correct term is caged free. The caged free do not like to be called hill folk. It gets their overalls in a twist. The hardest thing about moving in with someone is getting adjusted to each other's bad habits. I'll go first with mine. My bad habit is yelling. I do yelling. And I thought, oh, this is just being Italian American, but that's not what it's called now. That's not what it's called in 2022. It's not called being Italian American. Now it's called toxic and problematic. It's no longer ethnic. It's now toxic and problematic. Her problem, and since she's not here, we'll get into it. She leaves her crap all over the place. I mean, real bad. Cupboards open, drawers open, clothes all over the floor. So I go, were you raised in a barn? That's a pretty standard thing to say to somebody who's being a slob. Were you raised in a barn? But she's from rural Indiana. So it turns out she actually was raised in a barn. She took it personal and it started a 4-day fight. But it was a cultural miscommunication, and she did it back to me. During the fight, she called me a pig, and that's a slap in the face in my culture. But to somebody from rural Indiana, a pig is your friend. She just meant that you are very loyal and trustworthy. But I remember the first time our bad habits collided. You know, I walk in the apartment and it's a mess, and I go, what is this? What is this? And she comes out of the room and looks at me and goes, please stop yelling. I go, oh, I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at the person that I thought kidnapped you. Because this looks like a crime scene. What are you trying to tell me with this? You're from the Midwest. Are you pro-tornado? Because I'm anti-tornado. I think they destroy lives. But it's not that. It's just that Indiana is a different place than New York. It's not better or worse. It's just different. I went to go visit her people. Very nice. I ducked away for a little alone time. I went to the diner. And I had a great meal, and I got the bill. And the bill was for $6. So I call the waitress over. I go, "Excuse me, miss, there must be some mistake. This says $6. She goes, "There's no mistake, and you're going to pay every penny of it." I go, "I don't think you understand. What I'm saying is I have enough money in my pocket right now to buy this restaurant."